looking at your
Yeah,
phone.
why are you on your
Because I have
phone?
Windhorse tweeting.
Okay.
Okay.
Because
You
it's
be
not in the
professional
locker.
and
It's
say read
actually
it.
breaking
Then read
news.
it. All right.
Kyrie Irving requests a trade from the Cavs. LeBron James was blindsided and is disappointed.
Oh, wow.
And there's a lot more on ESPN.com,
That's peculiar.
obviously,
Very
Who's
good.
blindsided?
That's where that word came from.
but, well. Any comments?
I love this. First of all, this is a clear indication that LeBron James is not only might leave Cleveland, that he is going to leave Cleveland. If you read it, it
We
feels
all
like
know
he's
that.
like, look, I don't want to be the lone soldier left in Cleveland after everyone clears house and we're back in the lottery, back in number one.
We've been there before.
Year. He's like, I've been down this Cleveland road that leads nowhere. I want to leave. I want to go trade me. But you know what Cleveland says? First of all, we don't have a general manager, so who's going to trade you? And second of all,
I can do it.
no.
I have some breaking news of my own.
Oh,
Not actual news. I'm just trying to put it in the universe.
it's just broken.
Spurs are offering LaMarcus Aldridge Kyrie Irving is what I've just been told in my ear. But like, all right, so we'll see what happens there. Marcellus, your reaction?
Oh God, more breaking news. The Clippers are offering Willie Reed.
Milos package with
No, we're
Willie
keeping
Reed.
Milos there. We need to back up. Look, who doesn't want this right now? But the drama, the soap opera that we all saw coming is now here.
Yeah, we all knew
It's
it.
already here. We got Rich Paul telling the Lakers, "Hey, let's talk. We like the cap room next year." We got Blaze Pizza in Staples Center.
Oh, no,
what
no, no,
LeBron has an investment in.
Let me read more into it.
Let's do
They're
this.
talking to Derrick Rose.
They're talking to Derek.
Well,
If you want to throw
allegedly
that
everyone's
wrinkle
trying
on
to-
there,
Can I throw an idea in there though? Also, is it perhaps maybe that Kyrie's putting this out into the universe so that maybe he thinks it'll light a fire underneath the management and
No.
they'll start to do some things?
I don't
Because
think
that's a
Not when your
that's a
contract's
ploy.
up in 2019. Like, you're stuck there unless they give you what you want. Now, you want it before LeBron takes it and LeBron departs. But how are you going to jump in priority over LeBron? And LeBron hasn't even made his decision public.
here's something that is wild to me.
Well, we
This
know
is a
what
team that
happens
has
when
been
he
to the
makes something
finals
public.
3
Say
years
it.
in a row.
Yeah,
They've
bridesmaids.
won a championship
Yeah,
during
yeah.
those 3 years. Like, and now we've got a star player saying, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. There is more to this that we haven't
Yeah.
found out
Yeah.
yet, and we will find out, and the drama
There's a
continues
lot
and
more to
continues.
it.
God, and it's only July.
This is like really the psychological impact that comes from Golden State being that big of a Goliath. And you look at it, the entire NBA, everybody, teams that
Everyone.
own runner-ups are saying, I can't do it, can't deal with it. We got to figure out a different
Golden
matrix to get
State
there.
owns this league.
They own
They own the
All
league.
fun stuff I
Where
can't
does he
say on
wanna get
TV.
traded
That
to?
is what they've done here.
Where does he want to go? Like, what is a mutually beneficial situation that where he competes for a championship with the same chances?
He's not trying to compete for a
Chris Paul doesn't
championship.
leave the Clippers if there's no Golden State out
No.
there. Like, no one is
Well,
sitting there. I don't know.
Well, it's not like they were close.
Nobody.
Scored 40 points in the finals. Like he had games that put him on the map, finals
Yeah.
after finals, and now
It
he
makes
doesn't want
sense.
to wear that
If
uniform
you know
anymore.
LeBron's on his way out of town and you've already seen that you guys can't compete with this Golden State team no
Yep.
matter what you try to
No
do.
matter
then
what.
you look into
This
the
is
next
my
chapter.
theory. My theory is that LeBron is upset not because he asked to be traded, but because this is a further indication that LeBron is going to leave,
Yeah.
and perhaps I'm just reading between the lines here. Perhaps they had conversations that led Kyrie to believe that LeBron's going to go, so he wants to go. And now LeBron's like, "Hey, man,
Right.
why did you do that?
This is fun.
And how does this play out in the locker room, on the court? Talk about joy. What kind of joy are they going to have playing together when they're both looking at each other like, I'm out of town
I mean,
first?
we already dissect every single thing that LeBron James does. And now we throw this into the mix.
Oh,
He might start wearing shirts in his workouts now.
I hope not.
Who knows?
Crazy.
That would be a
This
sad,
is exciting.
sad
This
day.
is exciting.
It is kind of exciting.
whatever.
It's
You remember, this
literally
team
not
has
August
gone to
yet.
the finals 3 times in a row, and now they're in complete disarray, and they haven't played. They haven't
Makes
even gone to
sense.
training camp.
It makes sense to me.
No, it doesn't.
No, it totally makes sense.
They're not in disarray. They are in organized chaos. That's what this is. It looks like disarray to somebody who doesn't wipe my lens off. To those who don't play, ain't in disarray, it's organized chaos. You know what I'm saying? This is supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens when you have a juggernaut. When you have a juggernaut of a squad that has no competitor. In a league of how many teams? My sunglasses. Screw it. but they have no competitor. None. Not one. Who's going to compete against them? Who? There's not one team out there that can compete against Golden State and have a half-decent chance of winning. But the NBA knew this. They knew the potential of this when they allowed that much trading to happen. If you notice, each year trading gets more and more ridiculous. This is no surprise to anybody. No surprise. It's so predictable. Listen. It's so predictable that somebody like me who hasn't watched a full quarter in 20 years can guesstimate 2 championships in a row. Telling you people what's going to happen. No, this is not a surprise. It's only a surprise to somebody who wants to, beef it up. Wants to make it seem like, oh, it's this big thing. But it's no surprise to anybody. This is what they wanted. And now this is what they got. I'm not surprised. Because I don't have no love for it and I don't put no faith in it. I mean, we all know LeBron is not surprised. It's like, come on, LeBron. You sitting up there at the Lakers camp. You sitting up there in the Lakers camp watching watching playing summer basketball. You sending tweets out to the Lakers. It's not like you just went there to watch a game. You sending out tweets and your tweet said, "Let's talk." Man, get out of here. Quit trying. Nobody is surprised. Kyrie Irving knows what happens when you leave, Bron. He knows because he's seen it before. He tried to play without you and they barely won. So he was like, yeah, LeBron, if you want to play, come on now. What's really killer is Kyrie Irving didn't even want LeBron on that squad. That's his squad. Kyrie was like, nah, we don't need him. He's like, nah, we don't need him. And then when he couldn't win on his own and he couldn't bring his team to any type of playoffs and do anything, he was like, okay, we'll take him. Then they go up, win the championship, go attempt almost win another one. They didn't almost win another one. They at least get to the big show. They've been in the championship, 3 times? Nah, there's no surprise here. Everybody knows LeBron James is leaving. He's got a 1-year, $23 million contract, and he can do whatever the hell he wants to after that 1 year. And LeBron is making it very clear, I'm dipping. But, as one of my subscribers pointed out, LeBron James will end his career in Cleveland. I strongly believe that. I've been saying that for the last 2 years. First, I thought he was going to go to New York, though. But he never said he was going to go to New York. He didn't even hint at going to New York. What he said was he wanted, hey, my neighbors. What he said was he wanted one of the players from New York. He wanted to play with him, which is Melo. He wanted to play with him. So I was like, oh, maybe he's going to go to New York. I'm not surprised, y'all. You know what I'm saying? The dynasty that is, or let me say this, the Kevin Durant effect out there in Golden State. Just that one player did this. One player did this. And it's not like he's so great and so phenomenal. He's a good player. I mean, he's in the top echelon. He's in the top 5. But Kevin Durant is not the player that I go, oh my goodness, he's just that deal. But when he's in the top 5, and then you have, when you got two of the top 5 on one team, it just doesn't take much to win. It just doesn't. You know, plus the other three aren't that bad, and then you got a strong bench. You got two MVP players. Last year, who was the MVP player? Who was it? Wasn't it, it wasn't, it's because Cleveland won last year. But the year before that, you know, they had Steph Curry, MVP. Now it's Kevin Durant. And everybody knew Kevin Durant was going to get MVP. I did. Because as talented as he is, listen, Kevin Durant he didn't even need to score 36. Look at the scores. Look how uneven the scores were. Kevin Durant didn't need to go out there and score 36, 33, 31. He didn't need to do that. He didn't even need to do that. And then the game where they shut him and Curry down, that was a lie. That was just all playing into the fans' hands. Just think, one person make the whole league change. Just one. The effect of that one person going to that dominant team changed everything. And now look at the wave of change that's going. And it's not for the better, it's for the worse. It's not even going to be worth watching anymore because it's going to be so unpredictable. And I'm going to tell you, you ever heard of the saying, the more things change, the more things stay the same? Watch what's going to happen. The league is going to flip-flop so much. And the fans are going to become so disappointed with what the league is doing. What's going to happen is they're going to have to revert back to the way things used to be. That's what's going to happen. They're going to have franchise players. And it's going to be in a clause. I'm telling y'all right now, 5 years. There's going to be a franchise player clause. Just letting y'all know. How you doing? They're going to have to make players stay. It's only a matter of time. There's going to be, like all these one-year contracts, they're going to be given to senior people in order to benefit their career. But for those who are just coming in the game, straight out of the draft, they're not going to be able to get one-year contracts. 5 years is going to be a whole wave of change in the NBA and in the NFL. There's going to be enough people crying. There's going to be enough noise made because of what we saw Kevin Durant do. There's going to be enough noise made against what Kevin Durant did and what he was allowed to do. It's not like he did something illegal. There's going to be enough noise made against what happened that they're going to say, sorry, my allergies. They're going to say, you know what? Our ratings have dropped so low. And these games have become so tired. The fans have pretty much guessed unanimously who would win in the next 3 years consecutively. And it's come to fruition. And of all things, the betting. We didn't even talk about Vegas. Like, Vegas knew that, like, Vegas had all their points pretty much going towards Curry's team winning, right? Golden State. They're like,